I have used and reviewed hundreds of financial platforms and worked with countless fintech companies to help make their products better. But despite that, SoFi has remained as my #1 platform. Here's why. So there's been a few pretty big changes to the core features of SoFi since we last looked at it. But before we get to that, I do want to be clear that everything in this video is 100% my honest opinion. Yes, I have made a ton of videos about this platform in the past, and yes, I do have an affiliate link that helps me make free content for all of you. But SoFi does not get any input on these videos, and my goal is to always help you find the best financial tools, regardless of what that is for your situation. But having used this platform for years at this point, well before I ever started this YouTube channel, I feel like I know it pretty well. So let's start off with the core features. As many of you know, what was once called SoFi Money has now transitioned to a more traditional checking and savings account model, which is what we're going to focus on in today's video. And both of those accounts work in tandem and have no account fees, including no overdraft fees, no minimum balance requirements, no monthly fees of any kind, and access to 55,000 free-to-use ATMs on the Allpoint network. You also have no fee overdraft coverage of up to $50 if you have direct deposit set up, meaning if you do overdraft your checking accounts, not only is SoFi not going to charge you a fee, but they will literally spot you up to $50, which is pretty nice. Direct deposit users can also get their paycheck up to 2 days early, which is definitely a nice feature, but something that is pretty standard nowadays with most of these fintech companies. We'll take a look at the app itself and some of the automated savings features in a second, but perhaps the best part of this account right now is the 4.2% APY on your savings account, which continues to climb higher and higher over the past few months. Obviously, those rates are constantly changing, so definitely check out their website to see the current APY. But right now, the checking account also earns 1.2%, which is much lower than 4.2% on your savings, but usually checking and savings accounts pay you next to nothing, like Chase and Wells Fargo, who offer you a whopping 0.01% on your savings account. So earning 420 times that on your savings account at 4.2% is pretty sweet. I will also point out here that all of the money in your account is FDIC insured up to $2 million, which you will have a hard time finding anywhere else. Which, given the recent news in the banking world, I think that that's really important to point out and something that you need to check for regardless of what bank account you are opening. And yes, SoFi does have joint account options, allowing you and your spouse to link your SoFi accounts together, but still be able to track and manage any external accounts as well, which is a feature that my wife and I use and we absolutely love it. Another differentiator worth noting is that SoFi is actually a bank, meaning unlike many of their competitors who simply handle the front-end technology and software, but are backed by a banking partner, SoFi has their national banking charter and is legitimately their own bank, which is part of the reason why they're able to offer such a high APY. Now, perhaps the biggest change to this platform since we last looked at it is the built-in budgeting tool, which used to be called Relay, but is now called SoFi Financial Insights. The overall function is largely the same, but the layout within the app is a bit different, so we will take a look at that when I take you inside my SoFi account later. But if you're not familiar, Financial Insights essentially allows you to track your credit score, view and manage your spending by category or month, and really just keep an eye on your overall financial health. It's not really a dedicated budgeting tool in my opinion, and I do use a third-party tool called EveryDollar for that, but it is a free add-on that comes with your free checking and savings accounts that I have found to be pretty useful. With Financial Insights, you're also able to sync any external account, like I mentioned earlier, including other investment accounts, other bank accounts, credit cards, or really debts of any kind, and you can even manually input assets like your house or your car in order to see everything under one umbrella and get a really accurate picture of your overall net worth. They also have a new real estate tracking tool that allows you to input your specific property, and they will automatically adjust your home's value based on market conditions in your area. If we hop inside the Insights menu, you can see everything I just mentioned, and all of the info is the same as it was with Relay, but as you can probably tell, the layout does look a little bit different. While we're in the SoFi app, if we head over to the home screen, you'll see the banking option at the top here, and under that drop-down menu, you'll have your separate checking and savings account. account. Both take you to the same banking menu where you can toggle between your checking and savings to view account transactions. And if we click into savings, you'll see all of your SoFi vaults, which is perhaps my favorite SoFi feature, other than 4.2% APY, of course, because who doesn't love free money? Now, I've made an entire dedicated video on vaults and how they work and how to set them up, so I'll leave that link in the description below. But essentially, these are sub-accounts of your main SoFi savings account, allowing you to set money aside towards specific financial goals. And this vaults feature, coupled with their automated transfer tool, allows you to literally automate your finances from start to finish. Again, check out this video for a full breakdown of vaults and how they worked, but in my case, my direct deposited paycheck comes into my SoFi account, and at the start of every single month, money is automatically moved into a number of different vaults that my wife and I have set up, including our mortgage payoff fund, saving for a car, and even little things like insurance and different quarterly bills. I'll be honest, my wife and I have perhaps gotten a little too granular with these vaults, but you can really set this up however you'd like, and it is a fantastic way to ensure that you are paying yourself first and setting your hard-earned money aside into savings. And all of the money in these vaults is going to earn that same 4.2% APY, so not only are you saving your money, but your money is also making money as well. All right, all of this sounds fantastic, and we've still got more to cover, but it's important to mention here that in order to get the full benefit out of the SoFi platform, you really have to be a direct deposit user. Having direct deposit set up allows you to be what's called a SoFi Plus member, which is just a new name that they rolled out a few months ago, but that's where a lot of these high-end benefits are coming from, including the staggering 4.2% APY, the early paycheck feature, and some other features as well. Now, don't get me wrong, most of what we've talked about is going to come with the standard account, whether you have direct deposit set up or not, but if you do want to get the most out of this platform, then something that you will want to keep in mind. Also, SoFi is constantly running different offers and sign-up bonuses for new users, so check out the link in the description for the most up-to-date offer. But right now, you can get $250 for free, depending on how much money you deposit into your account when you open your account and make a qualifying deposit, which is basically a lifetime worth of interest from places like Chase and Wells Fargo. So if you are looking to make the switch, then getting some free cash will probably make the change a little bit easier. You saw the app earlier, and if you ask me, the overall layout of this app is all right, but I do agree with many of you that at some points it does get a little frustrating with the different ads for other SoFi products. Thankfully, you are able to hide a lot of these annoying ads, but it is an extra step that you'll have to take, and it definitely is not going to have the super simplistic layout of some of their competing platforms like Chime. I personally find it really easy to learn and use on a daily basis, but I realize that that is totally a personal preference. That being said, part of the reason the SoFi app feels a bit more complex is outside of your checking and savings account, they also offer the SoFi credit card, which is a pretty great standalone product on its own, various SoFi invest account options where you can invest in individual stocks, ETFs, and even cryptocurrencies, and endless lending options, which I'll be honest, I don't have a whole lot of experience with, but if you need a loan, chances are they've probably got you covered there as well. And in some cases, you can get a discounted rate on their lending products just for being a SoFi member. Personally, I love the fact that everything is under one app, and since I myself use all of the products that I just mentioned, with the exception of the lending products, being able to look at all of these different products under one app is really nice. But it does result in things feeling a bit more complex at times when compared to more simple apps that just offer banking. All right, this is all well and good, but another main reason why SoFi remains at number one for me is the insane additional benefits that they offer their members, including things like personalized financial advice with certified financial planners, career advice and unemployment protection, and strategic partnerships with companies like Ladder, allowing you to get insurance through SoFi as well. My point being, a lot of platforms offer multiple tools under one app, but usually they have their main product and focus and an assortment of other products that kind of feel like an afterthought. SoFi, on the other hand, has their standout checking and savings products and is a legitimate bank, but they also have their standalone SoFi credit card, which is industry leading in the cashback that they offer and a product that I really like on its own. But they also have their investing platform, which is certainly no TD Ameritrade, but it does have all of the asset types and account options that you need to get started with your investing. And when it comes to lending, they will loan you money for pretty much anything. And in the areas where they knew they would fall a little bit short, they have strategically partnered with outside companies who focus on things like insurance to make sure that their members are getting the best financial tools possible across the board. But also, 4.2% on your savings account makes the switch pretty easy as well. Again, I'll leave some helpful links down below, including some other videos I've made on this platform, but I'd love to know what you think of SoFi down in the comment section and whether or not you think it is the best platform for you. As always, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.